Hey everybody, I'm Johnny Scoville. This is Chase the Heat. We've got a cool pod we're going to be eating for you guys today. Let me show you what I got here. A lot of guys have asked what's going on with the knife. The knife I got in the Philippines from Justin Yanko is being sharpened. So we're back to the Microtech. Alright, so what I've got here, man, I got a 7-pot Evergreen. And I'll tell you something, I'm going to eat the bigger of there's 3 of them, and I'm telling you what, will you look at those? I'm going to eat this one here because it just looks gnarlier and it's bigger. Alright, so now let me give you a little bit of information. This comes to me from Randy Keaton. He's my really good friend. He owns Keatley Farms. He and Lexus and his son Zeke and Pam, they're just great people. Last year, and I mean this, of all of the pods that I ate last year, I ate some really, really hot ones. The hottest pods I ate all last year were grown by Randy. So, the guy just grows some fiercely, fiercely hot pods. This is a 7-pot Evergreen. Alright, let me tell you a little bit about this pod. You know, Randy says it's the hottest mustard green pods he's had. Okay, so we're going to find out. The seeds, there's not a whole lot of information about it. The seeds come from Jim Duffy, who, if you guys are in the know, Jim Duffy is created, you know, he's an amazing dude for seeds. So, the Evergreen. You know what? Do you see that? Look at how wet that blade is. You guys can see that a little bit there. Super wet. Thin-walled pepper. Okay, a little placenta on this side, more on this side. Even still on this side, if you look at it, it's a not huge placenta, so we're not going to be too bad with that. Now, the lining of the pod is oily, which is kind of neat. As far as the aroma, it smells hot. It's got that great, super hot aroma. I'm going to have a little water before I drink anything or eat anything. Anyhow, so thank you, Randy, for growing these and saying to me, this is the 7-pot Evergreen. I'm Johnny Scoville. This is Chase the Heat. Hot. Seems like lately I've been getting so many super hot pods that have been really floral. This isn't too bad. Slight floral, a little bit of bitterness. Kind of tastes like a mustard pod. But we're going to finish the rest of this and let the heat build. It's already building my throat. Already pretty hot. I mean, it's a hot pod, no doubt. I've eaten a lot of really hot mustard pods lately, so something just trending with those mustards. Anyway, this is the rest of it. Alright, so the heat, it's a hot mustard pod. I think I've had a few lately that have been easily as hot, maybe even a tad bit hotter, but this is definitely a hot pod. Actually, I don't know, it's growing, it's building here. Hang on a minute. My chest is warm right here. It's building the heat. As my friend Brad Bishop would say, it's whiskey chest. Definitely a little bit of burning here. The heat is staying in my throat. It's not moving around much. A little bit on the back of my tongue and my throat. Excuse me. The neat thing is with me all the time, the negative flavors that I don't like seem to be the flavors that leave the quickest. Leave me with just neat flavored pods. So this had a little bit of floralness, a little bit of bitterness, but both dissipated really, really quickly. It's peaked, I think. For me, this would be like a let's see if it's a 3. It's probably a 3. This should be like a 7 or 8 for a non-chili. It'd be pretty hot. It'd be like, you know. Again, it's a weird thing to say that, because if you think about a non-chili, if somebody's really a non-chili would eat half that pepper and say it was a 15 on their scale of 1 to 10, and wouldn't want to eat any more. You know what I mean? So if you're really not accustomed to heat, you wouldn't eat this pod and think you got 3 more on your scale of 1 to 10. You got about 3 more before it's too much. If you're a non-chili and you ate that pod, you would think that's all you could take. That's the truth of it. But I think if you're sort of kind of into it a little bit, it'd be like a 7 or 8. You know what I mean? Flavorful though. I enjoy the flavor of it. Even now, the flavor, the aftertaste, the finish is fantastic. It's like good flavor. All right. So from Randy Keaton from Keatley Farms, that's his 7-pot Evergreen. You're going to see a link in the description box below for Randy. Grows some of the greatest pods. I mean, he's just... I was visiting him at the Kingsport Pepper Festival a year ago. Just a year ago right now, or almost a year ago. And I walked through his garden. Man, and he's like, come here, Johnny, check this one out. I'd eat a pepper, and he's like, oh, I gotta come here, Johnny. I'd just go to a different aisle and different row, and I'm eating peppers. Right, you gotta ask him. It was really, really a cool moment. But man, I ate so many peppers, just like picking them right off the plant and just munching on. I did it with a chocolate reaper. There's one pot, I think it was a 7-pot purple tiger, I think it was. Randy, you're watching this. I think it was a purple tiger. I took right off and just ate that. It was just very, very cool to do that. He's just a great grower. So if you want to have some really unique pods, I mean, you're not going to ever, I shouldn't say that ever, maybe 10 years from now, you'll see pods like this in your grocery store, but it's going to be an awful long time. You want to see some exotic, really rare pods that you can't get your hands on readily, but you can get them if you know him. So click the link below to Randy Keaton. Get some of these amazing pods. They're just fantastic tasting. And they won't disappoint you with heat. Okay? There you go. That's the pepper. Click that pepper when you do your part of this thing. We're on the same team. We're family. If you don't want to miss this video, you don't have to. Click that bell when you click the pepper for notification, and we will notify you when we upload new ones. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm Johnny Scoville, and this was Chasetheheat.